Controversial case of a brain-dead teenage girl is igniting debate nationwide tonight. Parents of 13-year-old Jahai Wingfield are now fighting to have their daughter's death certificate voided.
Jahai is doing so much better physically.
In an interview with the Terri Schiavo Foundation, Jahai's parents insist their daughter is improving. The teen was declared brain dead last year following complications after a tonsillectomy. The family has fought to keep her on life support, and now, in an unprecedented move, they're working to have experts prove Jahai is getting better and even getting a judge to void her death certificate. That case bringing up an issue, creating an awkward but very important conversation for parents. Our Edward Lawrence is taking action for you with what all parents and their kids need to know. Edward?
Digging deeper into the issue, a new study released this week shows that 90% of us think that we need to plan for living through the worst-case scenario. That same study shows that only 30% of us have actually done anything about it. Families talk about marriage, we talk about births, we talk about graduation, but most of us won't have the conversation about death or how we want to be cared for surviving the worst. That's where Project Grace Executive Director Tracy Christianer wants to change perception.
I think these are very normal, natural conversations that have to occur. They should start very early.
She says that means involving your children before they're old enough to drive.
And it's not something that formally has to be sat down in the living room, but maybe we sit around the kitchen table, have a cup of coffee, and oh, mom and dad and grandma and grandpa are talking about it.
That way, when your children become 18 years old, having the conversation with them to plan for living through the worst seems more natural.
A lot of times, the best way to do it is what if. Hey, I saw something on the news today.
Christianer says when your children reach 18 years old, they should lay out their wishes in writing by first picking a healthcare surrogate, a person to make medical decisions following their wishes if they become unable to.
In many of the cases that we've seen across this country, it's because we never knew what they wanted, and that's where the family stress starts happening.
She adds having a plan will head off that stress. And taking action for you, I found some websites that walk you through this process. I added that information to my Facebook page. You can find it by searching Edward Lawrence, ABC Action News. I have also linked it, or links to it from my Twitter account. Jameson?